Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here. Time for some more Mega Crab. We've got stages 36 to 39. We're getting towards the end of the Mega Crab now. Let's boom some beaches. Alright, let's get into the hit, stage 36. First of all, shout out to the Angry community. Being in the Angry family gives us a lot of resources, and there's a bunch of guys that are pushing the Mega Crab hard, and they've been sharing their tactics. So some of the things that you see here are directly from one of those chat rooms. So 3 Scorchers and Zookas, we got pretty far, kinda. But I was so focused on dropping my GBE on the boom cannons and the rocket launchers that I lost a bunch of Zookas, they just got unprotected. So you probably want to figure out how much GBE you can drop before you drop your Scorchers and do all that first, sort of like what I'm doing now. And then the idea is just for the Scorcher to just take all the pain and the Zookas to do all the damage. So we're just hammering stage 36 here. And as soon as all his defenses are out of the way just in front of the core, we want to flare onto the core, Scorchers take the hits, do a few shocks and a few critters to distract the defenses behind. And then just as the Scorcher's about to go down, we get the core! So double med kit, there we go, pretty happy with that one in 2. It is possible in 1, and that was all fully boosted. I had to diamond, that was some expensive diamonds to stay boosted for that troop change. So here we go, stage 37. I'm going to be getting rid of some mines, the mines and the flamethrower up top, and we also got rid of that lookalike about halfway through just because we didn't want our troops to wonder if we do need to take a pit stop. So here we go, decided that I've got enough GBE to get rid of the shock launcher as well, and I thought I could try and get a bit tricky with some critters and shocks. I actually meant to pop the critter container first, and I think I missed it. But that's all good, because I don't think it would have gone down anyway. We were just trying to figure out how to use our GBE, and we didn't want to barrage the rocket launchers because of those critter containers. We're going to be using them. So here we go, second attack, still boosted. Used a lot of diamonds on this boosting session, because I just wanted to get my troops up all the time and use them as much as I could, use the boost as fully as I could. So we're doing a flare landing and then flaring up, and you'll see a couple of Zookas peek around the left side of that speed serum, and we're just flaring onto that corner first because we don't want any weird pathing. Yes, I gapped the smoke a bit too far there and lost a bunch of Zookas, so I don't recommend that. Had to re-smoke as well because I was slow on the reflare, but that's okay. So now we're heading on round, and what we want to do is flare right into that corner and get a decent 2 smoke. And usually this would be a triangle smoke, but because there's not as much room for the Zookas to spread, it's just 2. And there we go. Obviously we planned on bringing more Zookas, but that's okay. And we're just trying to repeat those critters and shocks to try and give the Zookas as much time as possible on the core. Hard luck there. And then I thought we'd just use some GB on the mortar because that was the lowest health thing around that might be hitting us. So here we go, another attack, some more diamonds, some more boost. Let's do it. Pretty similar attack. I'm just going to try and refine it a little. I think this is the best way to approach it still. The sniper is going to pick us off, but that's fine. The mortar was out of range until we flare up. And you'll see, even though those Zookas just want to go around that speed serum, I don't know why. Kept the flare on that corner, and then right up into the top corner. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible with these smokes. We don't want them to overlap too much, but we don't want our Zookas to peak, kind of like they are about to. And I re-smoked because I panicked. But that's all good. We flare onto the core. The heavies are going to disappear real quick. And what I wanted to do is pop that critter container way earlier to distract everything. That being said, we did some pretty good damage on the core, some well-timed critters and shocks, put a lot of damage on the core, and we obviously brought more Zookas this time because I didn't gap around a flamethrower. like a silly person. So let's go, let's take down stage 37. You'll notice that this landing was a bit better. What I did was did a really quick second flare. So as soon as I dropped the heavies, it was flare up. And then I can smoke both sides of the speed serum, and for some reason they didn't even go left. Like I smoked for it and everything and they didn't even go. But that's fine. A little bit late on the reflare, and that's why they popped off that mine and then the other one, and I dropped a whole bunch of Zukas there. But that's okay because we're doing pretty well. I was worried that they were going to disappear, but that's all good. 3 smokes in the end, and I wanted to I flared on the core too early, so I had to reflare back and then the core, and then we just got some critters, some heavies, meat shielding, and then the core's going to go down. Got to have those critters at a perfect time, otherwise the rocket launchers will shoot straight for your Zukas if they're too late. So there we go, now I'm just throwing them all, and there we go, the core goes down, 30, what is that, 38? 37. Stage 37 goes down. Let's go into stage 38. We're on a bit of a roll here, we're taking like 2-3 attacks at the moment, which is perfect. That's kind of, ideally, obviously if we were hardcore, look I missed the lookalike like a rookie. Ideally we want to obviously solo every base and get up to level 1000, but 2 attacks is kind of reasonable. I had been sitting at 8 attacks for quite a lot of this mega crab, but it's okay. We're hammering away now, but trying to barter those shield generators, the lookalike that was at the top, and now I'm just using the cryo bomb to its ultimate capacity and just smashing in here, so I don't have to smoke until real late when I bring my troops later on. Obviously you want that shield generator down, and to do that, look at that 4 in a line shock, I love it. It's always good to practice that one even on NPCs, hit that 4 in a line shock, it'll help you out in operations. And then I needed that last machine gun to throw the last artillery, and then we retreated. A little bit late on the smoke, probably would have saved a couple Zukas, but what are you gonna do? So then we just reload it up. That's the thing with Mega Crab, you just got to keep cranking those diamonds if you want to stay boosted the whole time. I don't want to use more than 10 diamonds a day, 10 boosts a day, because powder are precious. So I'm having to use quite a few diamonds. So next time on the Mega Crab I might buy some more diamonds. I haven't bought diamonds in ages. I think I bought like 1 pack way back in the day. And I might buy some diamonds just so that I can keep those troops loaded so that I don't have to waste boost. I might do 1 extra boost on the last day or the first day, I'm not sure, but we might make a bit more of a push next time. And just watch here, see those mines there, but bam, oh, so you got to watch out for that. You might want to clear a couple more, and then we're using the critters that are on the map instead of our own critters, which is pretty clever. And then we're just smoking the core because there's no shield generator, there's not as much health on the core, just smoke it, and that's 3 medkits. That's pretty much triple gangster. Love it. And then stage 39, let's have a look at stage 39. Yep, so kind of going into mostly a GBE attack. We just use the Zukas to sort of assist, clearing some shields and other things. So we're getting rid of all the lookalikes, because they're just painful. The Zukas are just going to behave erratically. Clear those mines up the left hand side, and then I'm looking, the Zukas are just going to spread really weirdly, and I'm going to have to shock the machine gun. I really want to be right up in that corner. And then I'm short on GBE, so I need to act now. So I pop the cryo bomb, get launched on the beach. I do want to shock because they are splash damage defenses. And then you'll see here the cryo bomb almost kills the Zukas, and the second one does kill them. So this is probably the slowest flare ever. And then we bring in the other 4. I think I probably should have brought all 8 to begin with, and just kept an eye on the cryo bombs. I was obviously running low on GBE, so I couldn't trigger them too early, but you can leave a bit more health on the machine gun and mortar at the top and just do it in the next attack like I'm about to. I actually started this attack with the intention, because I think I was still high on attacks, like 8 or 7, so I wasn't too worried about wasting an attack at this stage. and I had intended just to get rid of that rocket launcher and then take out the shields, and then that was pretty much all I had planned for the attack. I knew what I was going to do in the next attack, but I didn't anticipate I'd still have this much GBE, and I was looking at my GBE, I was like, man, I got a ton. Okay, let's just do it. So we head up, shot, that smoke was a little bit late for the rocket launcher range, but it's okay. And we decided to hit the speed serum on the way past. The mistake I make here is I smoke whilst I'm speed serum. You don't want to do that. I mean, I had a lot of things to do once I got there, but if I didn't drop that last smoke and I managed to flare, critter, shock, and then flare the core, it would have just gone down. I mean, it went down anyway. But there's 2 medkits. I love it. So yeah, definitely check out that tactics. Taking out the shields and then popping up into that left, top left corner was perfect. I loved it. So that's going to do it for today. That's stages 36 to 39. Comment down below how you're going on those stages. If you have made it this far, you're doing pretty well. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more Boom Beach!